Fans, please stand, remove your caps, and honor America with the playing of our national anthem. In order to make tonight's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive manner and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administrators and authority figures, and of course, your team and opponents. Let's make tonight's contest great by remembering to respect the game for the safety and security of all participants. Shaker Heights City Schools and its athletic department reminds all spectators to refrain from entering the playing area for any reason throughout tonight's game.
Hello, Shaker Heights High School varsity football fans, and welcome home to the Russell H. Rupp Stadium for your Red Raiders home opener of this 2023 fall football season. To debut in front of the home crowd is a lot of pressure. However, they're also going head-to-head against the 515th high school football team in the state. This compares to Shaker's 223rd placement in Brush High School, located in Lyndhurst, about 24 minutes from this field right in front of us. So with these rankings, we can only assume the best for the Red Raiders, but it'll all start with the kickoff. Both teams getting set to go. The Red Raiders here today are going to be wearing their all-red look, red buckets, red jerseys, and red pants. The Arcs of Brush High School will be wearing their yellow helmets, white jerseys, and matching with the helmet, some yellow pants. Shaker here today coming off of the victory against Willoughby South, and they just had a lot going for them, especially in that first half. A lot of good to note on defense, but the main issue was the special teams. A lot of fumbles on some punt returns, and they just need to clean that up. Something that, however, was not much of an issue was their kickoff. Jack Geisler looks like he will be taking this one. Typically, you can find Will Tagan in that position. That's because he's got the powerful boot. But Jack Geisler looks like he's going to kick this one away to start us off. That typically means that it'll be a low-to-the-ground kick, almost like a squib kick perhaps, to throw off the opposition. We'll see if that's exactly what's in store for us as we kick this one away. 12 minutes up on the clock, symbolizing the start of quarter number 1. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. We are getting set for football under the lights, the Red Raider home opener here against Brush High School. Hope you enjoyed the band show. They've got some more in store for you at halftime. But for now, we've got some good old high school football for you here. The whistle blows. Jack Geisler waiting for the referee's signal. Still just waiting for that signal. We're not exactly sure what we're awaiting. But now another whistle blows. We assume that will be it. Here goes Jack Geisler. And indeed is a squib kick right off of number 11. And Shaker gets it right back at the 45-yard line. And there you go. Start the game off right. Bounced right off of Israel Powers, the junior, here on the kickoff return, and that's not how you want to start your game. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for your Shaker Heights Red Raiders. Abdullah Ahmad, the starting quarterback in his senior year, leading out this offense. Behind him in the backfield, it's going to be Cornell Beard getting the carries to start us off. And if it isn't him, it'll typically be Caden King. Three men off to the right side, but it looks like they'll go run. It's Beard moving to the right side. Some rough contact, but he'll still push through for a gain of about 1.
Beard carries for a gain of.
However, they might be generous and give him 2. Nope. Nope.
Nesbitt on the tackle for the Arcs.
Against Willoughby South, we saw a lot of uncertainty from those referees, but today looks like we'll be getting more of that certainty, which is something you will take into consideration. Abdullah Ahmad going to float this one up to Aiden Murray. It looked like he was held by a little bit of that jersey on the left arm, but no call. And so 39 seconds off the clock here as we get our first stoppage after the kickoff. Ahmad checking over with his sideline, getting the ball. It looks like it'll be 3 receivers off to the left side, 1 to near side, right side. Man in the backfield with him continues to be Cornell Beard. He looks like he'll run out of the pocket to his left side. He'll fake a motion. Now he's got a man deep, and there he'll complete it. I believe that's past the 10, and already Shaker is doing good. Way to Way to impress the home crowd quickly. They are already in the red zone. They are already here for the 1st and goal, I'm assuming. Murray way out wide to the right side. Ball on the left hash mark. Like it'll be a fake carry. Ahmad's going to run this himself. And he'll power right into a linebacker, number 7, harsh contact, but it looks like he will pick up some yardage to about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and goal from the 5. He just ran right into Chaz Brown, the senior, but not scared to use his body here, of course, in the game of football. Clock continues to tick down. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. We'll see what we got here. I like the ball. It'll be a fumble, and recovering it will be number 54 of Brush. A mistake on the handoff. Just not clean at all. Weren't on the same page, perhaps. And head coach Nicholson going to meet with a member of his O-line. However, only for some high fives.
For up-to-date schedules, event information, and game results for your Raiders sports teams, be sure to visit ShakerRaiders.org and new and official home.
We saw this some more in Willoughby in the opening game of the season. Just some uncertainty, some hesitant nature on these handoffs between Abdullah Ahmad and Cornell Beard, but here we'll see it again in the red zone. That's just going to hurt their spirits as they were close to putting up 6 and taking the early lead. But it's just not the case. It's just not in the stars here as we begin this first quarter. But now it'll be with the men in white and yellow. Number 3 flipping it back. Number 6 is going to throw this one. And down to the sideline. Is he in? Yes, he is. Move those chains. A quick reception. A trickation. They are going to, oh, excuse me. Looks like they're plate. Or perhaps a penalty. It'll be 2nd and 10. For the Arcs of Brush High School. Ball spotted at the 11. Another trickery play here. Number 1 moving in motion from the right side and moving to the left sideline. He will eventually be pushed out of downs. Limited in a gain, but a gain it is. Call it a gain of about 4. Or perhaps a gain of 3. 3rd and 7. Big time to get some momentum back for the home team in red. MJ Russell looks like he's going to hand this one off, and he is plowed in the backfield immediately. Taken down, and that's something that Shaker was good with in Willoughby as well. Just getting the pressure there quickly, not giving the quarterback much time. And though we didn't see too much of the air game there, it's still something to note. I'd be nervous if I was that quarterback. Ball back to the 10-yard line. So the punter stands deep in his own end zone. And the snap quite high. Ooh, close to blocking it, but just not going to work out. This one floats all the way onto the S of midfield, and maybe it'll roll all the way to midfield, just about an inch short. And Shaker is going to start us off on the midfield stripe. Looks as where they're going to mark this one. 9:27 left to go in quarter number 1. First down, 10 yards to go as we get a new set for Shaker Heights. Abdul Ahmad coming back out here. Fumbled on that last drive on a mishap of a handoff to his starting running back, Cornell Beard, the junior. Men in motion, moving to the right side is Kai James. It'll be a run up the middle, however, to Cornell Beard. He'll break a tackle, and he keeps going down the left field sideline. 20, 15, 10. Just pushed out short. Good run from the junior. Building back the momentum after the fumble. We'll see where they mark him. It'll be at the 9. And once again, Shaker with a big play, entering into the red zone. And we'll see if this time it can wind up in 6 points. Shaker loving the run game so far. We'll see if that continues with this play right here. 1st and 10 at the 9. Or excuse me, 1st and goal from the 9. And there, another run up the middle for Cornell Beard for the touchdown. Throw up 6. Shaker takes the early lead. Less than 3 minutes into this one. 3 different possessions. Shaker, the first to throw some points up on the board. 6-0. Looking to make it 7-0. Is the kicker, Geisler, with Richard going to be the kick holder right in front of him. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. And it is no good. So Shaker's going to have to settle for the 6. That was another issue back in the Willoughby South game to open up the season. He missed back-to-back PATs. However, Shaker did end up getting that victory. So he ended up all right. He's back to take the kickoff once again. Hopefully looking to fake out this kick return unit once again. With Jack Geisler in, you're not expecting a long kick, because that's what Will Tagan's for. There he stands in the corner of your screen, number 85 on the sideline. 9:13 left to go in quarter number 1. Shaker up 6-0. And the kickoff, looking to do the same exact thing. He'll fumble it, but recover. Number 13 to eventually pick it up. That's Robbie Sims. So with Sims, luckily not fumbling that one completely, he will get his offense right back out on the field. They'll mark it right by the 35. First and 10 for the Brush Arcs. We'll see if they can have a better possession than the last time out. Only 1 first down. Shaker already with plenty of first downs, and that's no different from the South game. Shaker with 19 first downs. Willoughby South only 13. But looks like a timeout is going to be taken by Brush. Under a little bit of pressure early here on the road. And we'll see how they're going to approach things as they talk things over. Shaker up 6. We will be right back. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we're back. 9:09 left to go in quarter number 1. Brush with a 1st and 10 after the kickoff. And here it looks like the quarterback is going to try and take a run himself, but he's quickly met. He'll throw a lateral over to the left sideline for number 6, and eventually he will get tackled. Not much of a gain. Isley Woods on the tackle there. 3 yards of a gain. Second down, 7 to go. Shaker up 6, looking to take the ball back and add to that lead. The question is, can they? Brush with 3 men wide to the right, 1 to the left. Fake a give, and the pass complete to number 17, and with a man blocking, he'll push up past the 45. Ball comes out, but he was already down, says the referee. Powell on the reception there. Kevin Powell, the junior. And so MJ Russell doing rather swell so far through the air. It looks like he'll run it to the left side again. Lateral to number 6. And a bit of harsh contact from number 25 of Shaker. That's Brian Mitchell. But all will be okay for number 6, Tadell Rose, the senior, getting a lot of these laterals coming his way. So far, it's working in succession. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Once again, same formation. 3 men to the right, 1 to the left. This time it'll be a fake handoff up the middle as he'll take it to the left side. A lot of trickery from Brush. Ooh, excuse me, for the camera work here. Cameraman's having a tough job here at the Russell H. Rupp Stadium. It's the first game back, of course. Once again, same formation. 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Man in the backfield with Russell is Rose. He'll throw it to the left side, or excuse me, the right side. But his intentional target, Williams, will not be able to get there. Throw too far in front of him. 7:14 left to go in quarter number 1. Brush absolutely loving this formation. Once again, going with 1 to the left, 3 to the right. And this time, it'll be the quarterback, Russell, moving it forward. Not for too much of a gain, but enough of a gain to call it rather successful. About a gain of 6, 3rd and 4. Shaker looking for a big defensive stop here to get the ball back and extend their lead from a not-so-confidence-boosting 6 points. Shaker the victory last year, 39-26. Solid lead after last year ending their season 70-6 with a loss against Cleveland Heights, the big rival. However, flag down on the play. It'll be a false start on Brush. Move them back 5 yards. So it'll move them back to the 34-yard line, and it'll be a 3rd and 9. That'll help Shaker's defense's cause. Once again, same formation, 3 to the right side. The throw behind the line of scrimmage. Got him in blocking for him, but he will, I believe, be pushed out right before the first down marker, and that is correct, just about a yard short. Perhaps 2. So it will be a gain of 7. 4th down, 2 yards to go. Ball on the right hash mark. We'll see what they decide to do. Same formation, even up against the right hash mark. And they'll run it up the inside. He'll push forward for what looks like a first down. And that should be the case. Move the chains. First down and 10. For the men in white and yellow on the road from Lyndhurst, the 24-hour commute from the school to here. Ball placed on the 24-yard line. And now, for the first time in a while, Brush going to switch up their formation. But it'll still be a run up the middle. But before he's able to get to the line of scrimmage, he'll be met with a defensive lineman, but now he's still powering through. Finally, they're able to bring him down. Yikes. That'll show you something about how the ball carrier is going to fight to get any positive yardage. 5:25 and counting down left to go here in the first quarter. Thank you very much for tuning in. He'll fake give, throw to number 10, and it's caught. Parker, the intended target, and well, he'll pick up some solid yardage, but it'll still be a third down, especially after that loss on the run. So it'll be a third down and about 6. 6-0 our score. Shaker on top. The ball spotted at about the 20-yard line. It looks like a timeout is going to be taken by the Arcs of Brush High School. So as they talk things over on the 3rd and 5, we will take a short break and we will be right back. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Von Ullum. Shaker up 6. And we're back. 4:32 left to go in quarter number 1. It's 3rd down and 7, it appears. Ooh, the scoreboard is not correct. 3rd down and 6, or perhaps 5.5, if we're getting really particular with it. Shaker up 6. He'll fake the run. He'll look deep downfield, and that's not complete. Too far to the right of him, too far in front of the intended target. Number 17. That's Kevin Powell. So with that, it looks like they'll go for it here. This deep down the field, you ask, why not? Perhaps their kicking unit might not be too stellar either. We've seen it with various high schools. Through to the left, one to the right. Snap is a little high and over to the right. And as he's taken down, he's hit as he throws. And that is nowhere near any sort of target. And what can you expect under that much pressure? He had 3 defensive linemen all over it. So with that, Shaker has the mission of throwing up 6 more, perhaps maybe going for 2 if they get to that point, since they missed the PAT on their last possession. But it'll be a little early to go with that decision, so we'll take it step by step. Abdul Ahmad leading his offense back. Three men to the right, 1 to the left. The snap in, he'll give it off to the man in the backfield with him. And he's immediately evading some of the tackles and pushing his way forward all the way up to the 40. About a 20-yard gain there. And that's a way to start your drive. Caden King on the carry. He got a couple phenomenal carries on the road in Willoughby. And here's a throw Over to Kai James, nowhere near him, way above, perhaps not on the same page. Well, that one floated into the Red Raider sideline, perhaps a bit over the sideline and into the lines of the track. We're not trying to harm our cheerleaders here today. They'll move one man over to the right. It'll be two on each side of the O-line. In the back, it continues to be Caden King, Cornell Beard getting a rest for this possession, it looks like. Caden King in motion to the right side. Abdul Ahmad with a man wide open, that's number 81. He'll avoid the contact and move forward past the 50-yard line and past midfield. He'll get all the way up to the 44-yard line. And it looks like they're going hurry up, perhaps trying to throw off this brush defense. Cameron Jackson, the target there, and with the good reception and way to work through the contact. Once again, two on each side. Ahmad looking to his left, he finds Richard. Some powerful contact, but he'll stay up for just a second, but without any gain to his name. However, with the initial catch, he will move it about 3 yards, and so make it a 2nd and 7. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Man in the backfield continues to be Caden King, and he'll get the handoff up the middle. Here he goes, 20. And he will be met by an arc. Brown, the man to eventually bring Caden King down. And ball will be spotted at exactly the 20. And there the intended target, Richard. Well, that's just not going to work out. It was way too far in front of him. Ward and Jackson taken out of the ball game. In replacement, we're going to see Aiden Murray and number 45, Isley Woods, the tight end, defensive end hybrid. And another run up the middle, but immediately taken down after just getting past the line of scrimmage. King continues to be the ball carrier, and he has been doing mighty well to open up his performance of the ballgame. 2:23 left to go in quarter number 1. 6-0 is our score. Shaker looking to do some more damage right here. And now we'll get the motion for running clock. It took him a bit of time to eventually get that signal. Ahmad throwing it up to his man in the back of the end zone. Almost picked off. Luckily it wasn't. That would have been a drive killer right there. Kai James, the intended receiver. Whew, that was a close one. Ahmad looking for a deep ball. Looking for something to get this crowd back up on their feet, because it's been slow for a minute here. We haven't had any points since the first 3 minutes of the ball game. Shaker with the touchdown, 6-0. Ahmad rolling out of the pocket to his right side. He'll flip it up to Aiden Murray, and he's eventually taken down at about the 3. A beautiful flip over to Murray, and we'll see if they can put the icing on the cake and throw up 6. 2 minutes and counting down left to go here in quarter number 1. Ooh, it looks like they're going to spot the ball at about the 5 or the 4. Perhaps the 4.5 if we're looking for a compromise. And here it'll be a run up the middle to Caden King, and he finds the hole. He finds the touchdown. Throw up 6 more. Shaker off to a good start here on the home turf. First game under these newly implemented lights. Last year, Shaker played a couple games under some temporary stadium lights, but now we've got them for the long haul. And Shaker doing mighty fine under said lights so far. 1:39 left to go in the first quarter. 12-0 our score. Looking to make it 13 is Jack Geisler. Oh, that's definitely an offsides. Should be on number 1, Williams. Will TJ Williams get called? The referees will converse. And it will be the offsides on Brush. Head coach Alex Nicholson asking a referee to check things over, and they converse. Not exactly sure what the issue is. And now as head coach Nicholson nods in approval to the referees. It looks like we are set for the PAT. He missed his first one. Can he go 1 for 2? The kick, the hold, or excuse me, the snap, the hold, the kick. But regardless, it's no good once again. Williams, the man who was called on the offsides, I believe got there, perhaps tipped it just a bit. But regardless, the kick was low either way. So Geisler 0 for 2 in his PAT attempt, looking to clean that up on his next offensive drive, but we'll see if that's a reality. Firstly, he's got to get through this kickoff. And since he's back out there for the kickoff, you know it'll once again be a low to the ground squib type kickoff. .139 left to go in this first quarter of action. A quick drive there for Shaker. And here's the kick. This one a little further into the air. Will it roll out of bounds? It just won't. But as he picks it up, he can only get to about the 15 before he's taken down. 5 seconds off the clock. And Brush is not going to have some great field position as they start off their third possession of the ballgame. Trey McNutt, the man to bring him down. And he'll be back out leading the defense, the man with plenty of D1 offers, including all the top 3 colleges in the nation according to the recent AP poll. And that's Georgia, that's Michigan, and that is Ohio State, right here in Columbus, Ohio. But only heading into his junior year, he's got some time to think on it. He hasn't even returned to school, most likely. Today was the first day for juniors and seniors, but with poor weather yesterday, a lot of power outages, and a lot of weather concerns, the juniors and seniors were not able to come into class today. But here we are, still playing some football. So it becomes a push and shove contest around the 20. After a little flip throw to his receiver. Number 9, Tyrell Cloud, the senior, getting that reception there. And the clock should keep ticking once they put the ball in place. But now it looks like they're going to move them back for the penalty. Didn't see what the exact motion was, What a penalty it was. And so push him back.
Penalty backs up the arms.
12-0 our score. 1:24 left to go in quarter number 1. And the referees once again want to blow this play dead. Let football happen.
It was an illegal shoot against the arms. Ball's now spotted at the 11. It's going to be first and 15.
So it looks as though it was a first down and 10, but with a false start, it'll push him back 5. Not exactly sure why the play wasn't blown dead quick enough. But now we've got 3 men off to the right side, 1 out to the left. Man in the backfield with Russell is going to be Rose. Clock continues to tick down, 1:15 left to go. Pressure gets to him in the backfield, and he'll be taken down just before a safety. Shaker almost able to throw up 2 more points up right there, but no can do. They'll put the ball at the 2-yard line, and the clock will continue to tick and tick. Brush only needs to snap 1 more play off for this quarter to end. Can Shaker perhaps get a safety? In the backfield, they're struggling, but a pitch over to the right side, and they'll continue up on that right sideline. It'll be pushed out. Not even able to get to that original line of scrimmage just yet. It'll bring us to a 3rd down and about 10. Or, excuse me, about 12 or 11. Take your pick. Let's call it 11. 3rd down and 11. This could be their last snap of the quarter. And evading the tackle, but eventually getting to him, TJ Williams, the man to make the reception, and clock should be ticking down on the first quarter. And it looks like they will run this one out. Shaker up 12 after our first 12 minutes of action. And if you missed our first 12 minutes of action, you missed some solid Red Raider football. So when we come back, Brush will have a 4th down and about 11. They should be punting this one away to your Red Raiders, but we will be right back to see it happen. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. We will be right back. Thank you very much for tuning in. Shaker Heights and their punt return unit out now. Brush with the 4th and 11, and already for the 2nd time today, their punter is going to be pushed back into the end zone. However, it looks like perhaps a timeout was called. So before we get set for the 2nd quarter, we will take a short break, and we'll get right back to you. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. Get ready for the 2nd. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in here at the Russell H. Rupp Stadium. And it looks like they're going to fake the punt and try to move it forward, and you already know that's not going to work. Way deep in their own territory. A interesting decision. Not one anyone would make in the game of Madden, but here we are. And so here comes the Red Raider offense once again after a surprising fake punt attempt on a 4th and 11. Not something you're going to see every day, folks, because that is not the wisest decision. 1st and 10, they're going to run this one to the right side with Cornell Beard evading 2 tackles, 3, make it 4. Up the sideline he goes, and oh my goodness. Oh, man. That is a touchdown I'd want to see again. Number 15, Cornell Beard, the junior, running it up the right sideline after evading 4 different tackles, and that's why he's the starter, ladies and gentlemen. So, after 2 missed PATs, we'll see what the kicker will bring out here. 2 missed kicks so far. We're looking for the first make. It is up, and it is good. For the first time in this game, Shaker gets a drive that leads. Shaker leading 19-0. And the band will play their stuff. Jack Geisler will once again be the kicker, which means it'll once again be a lower kick than what they expect Will Tagan to bring. Thank you everyone for joining me. My name is Vaughn Ullum, and we are here for the home opener here at the Russell H. Rupp Stadium. Shaker yet to start traditional school back up. That day is Monday. Today was supposed to be the last day of their staggered start schedule, bringing in juniors and seniors after freshmen and sophomore came in just yesterday. But today, school was canceled due to the weather conditions of last night. Much of Shaker got a tornado warning, and apparently the winds really hurt the Shaker School District. But let's continue football. Jack Geisler on the squib kick, type kick, and this one going to go all the way back into the end zone for a touchback.
Ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. Arch will begin this.
Not too many touchbacks will be given to you by Shaker, but there you go. There's your one. The sun peeking out now under the clouds as the sun is setting here at the Rupp. It'd be wise for you to have your shades out if you're a fan. And the crowd just continues to pack in, which is what you like to see, as school hasn't even started yet, but the support is here. So Shaker's defense back out now. And so far, they haven't allowed a single point against them. So we'll see if they can continue their work in succession. Here, run by the quarterback, number 3. Ooh, some brutal contact, and it looks like he might have let go of the football. We'll see. It looks like he got it right back. Russell, the man to fumble, but also the man to recover.
He fumbled and recovered that football.
Looks like just about no gain on the play. Make it 2nd and 10. Unless you want to call it a gain of 1 and make it 2nd and 9. Take your pick. 11:20 in ticking down. Left to go here in the first half of action. Here they'll look to go to the air to the left side behind the line of scrimmage. The pass is complete by Tyrell Cloud, but he is immediately met by a lot of men in red jerseys. So it'll make no gain on the play. He's only able to get back to said line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 9 to go. Shaker up 19, looking for more, but if they want to extend that lead, that means stopping them here on the 3rd and 9. And looking for room to run, it's going to be the quarterback, Russell, but thrown down before being able to get to that 30-yard line. That's where the 1st down marker lies. It'll be a 4th down for Brush and their Arcs. Clock continues to tick down. Just about 10 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. Stick around for halftime. We've got some of the marching band for you here at the Russell H. Rupp Stadium. We've also got the drumline performing right after in their own highlight special that typically will occur right after the total marching band. And here's the punt, complete to Aiden Murray, and he'll go past the midfield line, but it looks like we have some yellow laundry down on the field. So we'll see what the call is here. It's going to be a holding on your Red Raiders of Shaker Heights High. And so that'll push him back. A solid amount. We'll see where this will push him back. Because for now they mark him on the offensive side of the field, but now they'll be moved back 10 yards. 1st and 10 all the way from now the 42. Thanks again. You're witnessing some Shaker Heights high school football history, but before I get to it, he'll launch it deep downfield, and Trey McNutt almost able to reel it in with just the left arm. And though he's a D1 recruit, he can't exactly make magic happen on that play. A good deep threat right there, number 8, Trey McNutt. And once again, that is why he's got so many D1 offers, only entering into his junior year. I mean, when you have Georgia and Ohio State calling you, you know it's business. Under 9.5 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. And, of course, the first half of action. So, Shaker going to start out their offensive possession with 2 men off to the left side, 2 men off to the right side. Man in the backfield with Abdul Ahmad, I believe, is Caden King, unless it is Cornell Beard. Not too much gain on that play. That'll move us up to about a 2nd down and 16 due to that flag on the punt. Same formation as the last time. He'll fake the give to Caden King, and here he's going to launch it deep. It's Kai James. He got him deep. He'll reel it in. Past the 30, past the 25. And we'll see where they mark it. Just in front of the 25 is where it should be. Oh, we've got a flag down on the field. And Ahmad, with a smile on his face, will head back to where the completion was left, as he thought they might need to move all the way back. That's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. Shaker moving the chains all the way down the field, and it should be a first down and 10. However, head coach Alex Nicholson talking things over with the head referee. Not exactly sure why, but it looks like we have a timeout here. So as they talk things over, we will be right back. Shaker with a new set of downs and a 19-point lead. When we come back, we will see how they can continue. And we're back. Less than 9 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. Shaker inside of the red zone. Ball spotted at the 13. First and 10 after the gain. And he's got a man deep in the end zone. It's Aiden Murray, and diving in front of him, he'll make the catch. Throw up. 6 more. 25-0 is your score. Shaker with a beauty of a ball game so far in front of their home crowd. So here comes Jack Geisler. 1 for 3 on his PATs. Can he make it 2 for 4? Aiden Murray waving a flag in front of the home crowd, and there a high kick towering into the band, and it'll be up, and it will be good. He's got a 50% success rate on his PATs, but luckily he is growing because he started out with 0-2, but now he's 2-4, so don't you fret. 8:38 left to go in quarter number 2. We are having some quick drives here from your Red Raiders. It's really a lot of brush possessions that are taking up most of our clock. So with Shaker up 26 right now, at this rate, they will win by a huge margin. However, let's not jinx things. Let's see if this streak of success will continue. The sun really setting behind the rest of the clouds. We can say goodbye to that for the night, and we can say hello to the stadium lights. Here another low to the ground kick, reeled in at about the 10, and he will be met just past the 20 at about the 25. We'll see where they mark it. Shaker today having their very first home game with these permanent new lights for the stadium. Last year we had some home games with the temporary home lights, but immediately after the season they had to take those down. So here we are, the permanent lights installed. So thank you for joining us for a game of history. Shaker performing well under these lights. Perhaps it's just the good luck charm. They're up 26-0 in what is so far a shutout lead. Fight for some more yardage, but he can't get much more than his initial catch gave him. It'll be about a pick of 8. So Parker, the junior, add 8 yards to his stats on the night. And here it'll be the quarterback, Russell, moving to his left side. Evading a few tackles, but not much more. He will pick up the first down and move those chains. The ball will now be spotted at exactly the 40-yard line. Brush having some struggles just getting past midfield even. But they're moving the chains quickly in this one. But that just won't work out. That's a drop. He's going to be kicking himself after that one. Ball at the 40 after the drop. And here it'll be the quarterback, Russell, the lateral to number 6, that's Rose. But he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like. So call it 3rd down and 10. And there is the alarm for you, symbolizing that it is a 3rd down, a chance for your Red Raider defense to end things on this drive. One man off to the right side. Ball on left hash mark, which means 3 are on the left side and squeezed together tightly. And before the ball is thrown, the ball comes loose from the quarterback, number 3, MJ Russell. And it looks like Shaker will recover it, and they will take over in their own offensive half of midfield. Oh, we've got a man down and on the turf, so we will take a quick break. Man at the 35, he'll get tended to, and we'll take a short break. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name's Vaughn Ullum. We'll be back. Shaker up 26. First and 10 for your Shaker Red Raiders as we come back from the break. And it'll be a carry off to the left side. It's going to be Cornell Beard, and he'll break through the pressure, but without any contact, he'll fumble the football. Perhaps a finger grazed against it, but not much else. How did he lose the possession? Well, regardless, he very well might have had a touchdown there. But, nope. 6:32 left to go in quarter number 2.
Gain of 9 on the play. Second and
So
1.
luckily, Shaker able to keep the possession, and they exchange running backs, and that's for a reason. Caden King now in, replacing Cornell Beard.
Go for a first down. Official timeout.
Now it looks like there will be an official timeout.
Good for a legal
Referees just talking things over.
Yeah.
And also a defensive lineman needs to get his shoes tied. But he's all right now. That wasn't the matter at hand, but of course it's something to point out. Less than 6 minutes left to go here in this first half of action. Stick around for the halftime show. Both bands from both schools will be performing. Brush should be performing first. Here Abdul Ahmad flips it over to Kai James. And he's not able to evade the quick tackle near that right-hand sideline. It'll be a third down and quite short.
Left it on the stop for the Arts. Third and 1.
And they will officially mark this one as a third down and 1 singular yard to go. Two men off to the left, one far side right. Man in the backfield with Ahmad is King, and he will hand it right to him, and he'll find the hole up the middle and pick up that first down. And a couple extra yards.
Legal game first down for the Raiders.
So move the chains, 1st and 10, a new set of downs for the home crowd in red.
Ball is now spotted on the 19-yard line. 1st and 10.
Ball officially marked between the 20 and 19, so call it the 19. And Richard and McNutt near side to the left. Two men also wide to the right. Ahmad looking to go to the air here. He'll scramble out of the right side. Flip it over to Aiden Murray, who had that deep touchdown into the right-hand corner of the end zone earlier in the quarter. A beautiful layout for the touchdown. And they were able to pick up some more yards to add to his stats here tonight. The brightness of the sky is dimming here as we approach 4 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. They'll go with the run once more. This time it's Cornell Beard. He fumbled his last time in, but he was able to get it right back. He had a touchdown, however, if he did not lose that possession.
Williams and James on the stop for the Arts.
Williams and James, the 3 men to bring down Beard on that possession. Jackson Ward moving to that right side as Murray comes in on the left. He'll join Trey McNutt and Colin Richard. Taking the snap, Ahmad moving off to the left side. He's got some room to run if he wants to take it, and he will. Absolutely finessing his man, and they should be just short of the touchdown. But a good run from the senior quarterback, Abdullah Ahmad, standing at 6'4", 200 pounds, just barreling his way through. Not exactly what you were expecting with the defensive pressure getting to him quickly, but he was able to make it happen. It'll be a 1st and goal from about the 1. You would expect a run coming towards him. But for the moment, we've got a man down on the 20, near side on that left sideline, and as he gets tended to, we will take a short break, and we'll be right back. Thank you very much for tuning in. Shaker up 26, looking for more. And thank you very much for tuning in. Shaker with a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. 3:19 left to go in quarter number 2. The band getting set for their halftime show. Both bands, that is. And Ahmad takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Cornell Beard. He'll evade a tackle, move off to the left side, and sneak in for the score. Throw up 6 more. Make it a 32-0 lead before halftime. Looks like we very well may have running clock for the second half. Or looks like a flag might have been on the play. They're moving back. However, the scoreboard still kept with 32. And now it looks like we got a first down. And 11 from the goal line. Or 1st and goal from the 11, excuse me. However, a lot of confusion between the men in stripes. But as the whistle blows, it looks like we are ready for some football. And moving it up once again, finding the hole, it's going to be Cornell Beard. And once again, that should be a Red Raider touchdown for the 2nd time. Take 2. And so now the offense can run off the field. That only takes 5 seconds off because Cornell Beard has just been barreling through this brush defense. And so has his backup, Caden King. So let's just say nothing is stopping this Red Raider ground game. Jack Geisler, 2 for 4 on the PATs. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. That'll put him past the 50% mark for the first time of the game. Shaker already with 5 touchdowns here in this first half of play. And let's just say things are looking good for the home team. And we're getting set for, once again, another kickoff from Jack Geisler. Once again, meaning it'll be a low to the ground kick. And Jack Geisler back on the 30, looking to kick the ball up from the 40. .3:14 left to go in this half, and it has been a long half. And the kickoff bounces off the 30-yard line, and it'll end up being reeled in at about the 15, but he'll be met at about the 20. We'll see where they officially mark him in that big scrum of players.
Hey fans, what about these new lights? Bright, beautiful, and permanent. Let's give a huge shout out to our district administration. Check the schools violation.
.309 left to go. And quarter number 2. It has been a long half. Thanks for sticking with us. Shaker up 33-0. And we'll see if Brush can throw up their first points before time expires. Here they're going with a little bit of a jet sweep. Number 9 maneuvering to the right side, but he decides to think twice. Moving to the left, but he'll still be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of about 2. Trey McNutt on the tackle. Ball spotted at the 20. Or call it the 19. 2nd and 11. Two men off to the right, two men off to the left. Defensive coverage looking good so far here today. They'll go to the air to the right side. It's with Rose. Rose trying to maneuver around the 3 defenders, circling him almost. But he can't do much with the given situation. And he's taken down quickly. No gain on the play. And we're once again back 3rd down and 11 to go. Clock continues to tick on down. If Shaker gets back, we'll see if they decide to play this conservatively or if they're going to play aggressively. Let's throw up 40 on the board before time expires on the half. Here, they're going for the deep ball, almost able to make the reception. That would have been an impressive catch, but no can do. Would have been an Odell Beckham Jr. style catch, but no can do. Here comes the Brush marching band getting prepared for their time on the turf. But you already know Shaker's marching band is going to give you a great show. So stick around. But of course, I will be back for the 3rd quarter of action when time expires on the quarter. 2:01 left to go in said 2nd quarter. So once again, Brush not able to do much with their possession. They're going to punt this one away on a 4th and 10 while the ball is spotted at our own 20. But now it looks like timeout is going to be taken by Brush, wanting to talk things over. And normally you're not going to see a timeout on a 4th down unless it means they're looking to do something special. We'll see if that's the case when we come back. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name's Vaughn Ullum. Shaker up 33. We'll see if they're really looking for more before the half expires. We'll be back. So Brush still can't do much with their football. And so here's the punt. It's going to be taken in by number 4, Aiden Murray, past the midfield stripe. And past the 45, we'll see. They should mark this one at about the 40. So Shaker and their starting offense going back out now with their starting quarterback, Abdullah Ahmad, not looking to go to the backups just yet. But let's just say things are looking good for your Red Raiders. A 33-point deficit, a 33-point shutout deficit so far. The Raiderettes practicing in the corner of the stadium. The band getting set just behind the field goal posts to our left side, as you can see right here. Shaker up 33, and indeed, they are looking for more. They've got 152 to do some more damage, but if you know head coach Alex Nicholson, you know he is not playing this one conservatively. He's looking for more points to throw up on the board. Two off to the right side, two off to the left side. Man in motion moving left is 43, and he will have some room to run. There he goes, up the 25, and we'll see where they mark him. It should be at about the 23. On the carry, it was Mitchell, D'Artagnan Mitchell, the senior, standing at 5'10", getting the carry. And we'll see if they just continue to run it with him. Can't exactly see why not. The man in the backfield with Ahmad is Caden King, and that's who they will give it off to. He'll find the hole, pushing forward, and it should be a gain of about 7 yards. And that'll move the clock on down. So Shaker wanting to run out the clock while also adding a little more insult to injury before the time expires. Kyle waits the lone man off to the left side. 2 men off to the right. He'll fake the give. Ooh. Not the pass Abdullah Ahmad's going to want to look back upon. Not something he's going to want to look at and film. But there you go. Two men off far to the right side. 1 man near side left, 1 man far side left. But once again, they'll give it off to Caden King. He'll find the hole up past the 10 at about the 5. And that'll move the sticks.
That carry is good for a legal game, first down. Ball's going to be spotted.
1st and 10, Red Raiders.
Nesbitt and Perry on the stop for the Arcs.
They don't have to run another play, but this deep into their own offensive side of the field, you know they're going to. Caden King moving to the left side. Taken down, should be inbounds. So the clock will continue to run. 20 seconds and counting left to go in this first half. But it looks like head coach Alex Nicholson is going to call the timeout. So as they talk things over, they want to add a little more insult to injury before this half winds down. And so as they talk things over, we will be right back. Thank you very much for tuning in. Shaker up 33. $18 seconds left to go in quarter number 2. Sorry for the sloppy camera work here at the Rupp. Here, the run up the middle. Not going to work out the way Shaker Heights wanted to. And the timeout is going to be called once again by Shaker. 6 seconds left to go. They decide to send out that offensive unit one more time. With Abdullah Ahmad walking off to the sideline, it looks like they'll hand the ball over to Jack Geisler and his boot. Shaker should be mighty satisfied with where they lie at the moment. Up 33-0, looking to make it 36 on this field goal attempt. And the field goal unit out now. Jack Geisler with his first field goal attempt. He has so far gone 3 for 5 on PATs. That's not correct. Excuse me. I believe it's 5 for 7. That's not correct either. It is 3 for 5. However, as I'm fumbling over my stats, the kick is up and good. Throw up 3 more.
Kick Geisler, 3 points. Shake.
So Shaker at this rate is going to finish this game with a 72-0 score. However, when we come back, it will be running clock as Shaker is up 36. The rules are a deficit of 30 after the first half will bring you that running clock, and so that is what we will enter the third quarter with. Shaker up 36 points. We'll see how much more they want to play aggressively in that second half. Shakers most likely already have this one in the books. Their defense has been incredibly impressive. Their special teams has definitely looked a lot cleaner compared to their game in Willoughby. They have a lot of things to look back upon positively in that first half. But we'll see what is in the books for the second half. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. Stay tuned for the halftime show. Brush is going to kick us off with their halftime show. Shaker is going to kick us off with theirs right after. Also, we've got some drumline for you after with some Raiderettes specializing their moves. Thank you very much. We'll be back for the third quarter of action.
Varsity, Kimura Langford, Caroline Connell, and Sean Sanders as they dance to Aretha Franklin's timeless hit, Respect, along with the Supremes, Keep Me Hanging On. Show with Blondie's Call Me, followed by a song made famous by the late great Tina Turner, Proud Mary. frame. Rain-rated advisor to the Sunny Devils, assisted by Ty Jonas Curtin. Frontline advisor, Woodford Opinions. Representing the Shaker Marching Band, see the band booster table at the south end zone. And you can represent the band with t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, bumper stickers, yard sign. See the band boosters at the south end zone.
Let's hear it for the Raiders. And one last time for your Shaker Heights High School marching band.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We are set for the kickoff of our second half of action here. It's taken in at about the 15, moving it up to the 30, and a couple more yards up to near the 35, call it the 33-34, to open up our second half of action. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. We've still got about 24 minutes of game clock here for you, but we should have running clock. Clock is not running for the moment. Should have running clock after a 30-point deficit and after the first half. That's when running clock should come in effect, but that's not the case for the moment. Abdul Ahmad stands in the backfield. Cornell Beard to his left. 2 men out to the right side. And to the right side, he'll find McNutt. He'll shove a man down to the ground. Won't get too much out of it. He'll move it up about a yard, maybe two. And that's looking like the likely outcome. 2 yards on the game. However, there's some yellow laundry on the turf. Flag on the play. And it'll be a holding call. That'll push him back plenty. And that's never what you want to see. Moving back 10 yards. So a 1st and 20 to go, which is never how you want to start your drive on a holding call. But here we go. Same formation as last time. This time they'll run it up the gut. Cornell Beard making a man miss with a beauty of a juke. And moving it up 15 total. Maybe a couple more. Or excuse me. We'll see where they do mark him. Ooh. I suppose it'll be 2nd and 10. Excuse me. Got my yardage wrong. Three men off to the right side, but they're still going to run it. It's Cornell Beard down the left sideline. With the stiff arm, he's able to take it past the 45. And they're getting close to the midfield stripe. We'll see if they can get here on this next play. But move the sticks, 1st down and 10. Less than 10 minutes to go here in the quarter. Number 3. Ball spotted at the 46. Shaker up 36, looking for more. Their first team still out there, just looking to do some more damage. Good call by the referee.
Pass is intended for Colin Richard.
Colin Richard, the JV baseball player of last year, looking to make it to varsity this season.
Cost him 15 yards.
Let's say that's
Another first down.
quite probable.
We'll wait to see where it is spotted.
So with the flag, we'll see where they're going to spot this one.
Arc. 39-yard line.
Past 45 at about past the 40, call it the 39. Shaker with a solid offensive performance up to this point. Let's add 6 more, says head coach Nicholson. Looking deep. Does he find his man? No. Trey McNutt, the intended target, looked like he could have reeled it in, and he probably should have had it.
It is incomplete.
But he'll drop it.
It'll be second and 10.
The D1 recruit can't always be perfect. Three down to the right side. One to the middle and the one lone man to the left. It's Colin Richards. He was the intended target. 2 plays on the pass interference. Three men to the right side, it seems. Or excuse me, Trey McNutt moving over to the left. That'll even things out. 2 right, 2 left. Man in the backfield with Ahmad is going to be Cornell Beard. 3.5 left to go in quarter number 3. And the man in motion to the right side is Trey McNutt. He'll make a man miss with the juke. And he'll be close to the first down marker, but I don't think he's there quite yet. It should be a third down in about 1. Beard doing well in the run game so far. Everyone's been getting their fair share of the run game, and that includes Ahmad, that includes Beard, Caden King, and just there, as you saw, Trey McNutt. On the 3rd and short, didn't look like too much of a gain, but just enough to pick up the 1st and 10. 6:30 left to go. The clock continues to tick down as we've got enough of a deficit to have this running clock. Ahmad with the snap this time. He'll give it off once again to Cornell Beard, and he can't fight him off. Before he can get back to the line of scrimmage, he'll get a loss of yardage. That'll bring up a 2nd down and long.
No gain on the play.
36-0 our score. Shaker should definitely be rather satisfied with where they lie. And here we go, looking to the air, needing to get rid of it, but not able to do just that. That'll push him back a lot. We'll see where they mark it.
Enoch on the sack of rush.
Let's just say it'll be a 3rd down and very, very long. A lot of people still filing in from the concession stand. It's getting a little hot here at the Russell H. Rupp Stadium. Getting a little cooler, however. Excuse me, I meant to say it was hot quite earlier. But it's cooling down. It was much hotter before the game. 4:40 left to go. Clock ticking down as Shaker is absolutely devastating Brush, 36-0. And here comes out Shaker's punting unit for the first time of the ballgame. That is how successful they have been. Hopefully they don't pull off a rather unwise fake. As Brush did earlier on a 4th and 11. That just wasn't exactly the move. It did not work at all. But here we go. I believe it is a false start. That'll move him back some more. Not helping the Red Raider cause. And ooh, almost a blocked punt. I believe that was, ooh, oh my. Almost let him get away off the punt. But a good punt it was. And we will continue with Brush. I mean, they have just not been able to find any continuous success on the offensive side of the ball. And they put together about 3 first downs, but after that, everything just falls apart. If they can even get to that first down mark. They've had plenty of 3 and outs, which is just not what you want to see if you're in those away stands across the field. And we're approaching the final minutes of quarter number 3, and yes, it is a much quicker quarter, and that's thanks to that running clock. A lot of stoppage in that first half. Here the quarterback looking to run. He'll be taken down after a couple yards. He's pushing his way through. And we will see where he eventually will be marked.
Malone on the tackle for the Raiders.
3 men to the left, 1 man to the right. And that's what you always want to see. That's what you always want to see if you're on the right hash mark. A lot more room for your 3 on the left. Man in the backfield with Russell continues to be Rose, and my goodness. Just a not beautiful pass from the quarterback there. Or if we're really critiquing, it was a bad pass right there. Quite the poor pass, if I may. I could find a lot of negative adjectives, but let's just say it wasn't accurate. Way too low to the intended target, number 10. $80 left to go here in quarter number 3. Clock continues to tick on down with the running clock. And here, before they can get to the line of scrimmage, they're stopped short.
Russell keeps for the Arcs. He's brought down by a trio of Raiders.
50 seconds left to go. It's a 4th down and about 1 to go. Ball spotted at the 29. Let's see what they do. They're going to run it up the middle. But I don't believe we'll be able to get there. Another great defensive stop from your men in red, making history under these permanent lights. The first time permanent lights have been installed to the Russell H. Rupp Stadium. And it is just a beautiful sight to see if you are here in support of Shaker. Absolute massacre from your Red Raider offense, 36-0. Five seconds left to go in quarter 3. We get a stoppage of time. Not exactly sure why. The officials talking things over. But it will be a turnover on downs after that 4th and 1. Not too much to go, but they just can't get there. This Red Raider defense, as we saw last week, as we've seen much of this week, they have just been getting the pressure behind the line, and that's what you like to see. It is not a fun time for the quarterback. So now we've got the backup in for the Red Raiders, but it'll be another handoff to Caden King. And that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Look to see a lot more of your second string offense as Shaker is really just dominating this one in a score of 36-0. We've got 12 more minutes of running clock for you. It'll be a second down and about 10 to go when we come back. Thanks for tuning in. And thank you very much for tuning in. Shaker and their second string offense out now. 12 minutes of running clock for you here. A beauty of a pass. Will it find its intended target? Yes, but that's why they're not the starters. Drop pass from the intended target. Waits was the intended receiver. And here's the run to Caden King, finding the hole, and he'll take it up for another big gain. They were now into the red zone, but they'll get a couple more. They should be at about the 10-yard line. That'll bring up a second down. Excuse me, we've been having technical audio difficulties. Ooh, and some camera difficulties as well. Our apologies here at the Russell H. Rupp Stadium. Our cameraman's off in New York. Three men out to the left, one in motion near side right. Edie fakes, or excuse me, he does give it over to, I believe that is Caden King once again. Once again, not too much on the gain. It'll be a third down and about 8. Or a third and goal from the 8. Jasir Edie, our quarterback for the moment, after Abdullah Ahmad has earned his rest. Edie, the sophomore quarterback, sitting at 6'2", 180 pounds. And, well, that is why Ahmad has started us off here today. The interception there the first turnover from Shaker in this game. First interception, first fumble. And there you go. The clock will for the turnover, but we should expect it to continue ticking on down after the next play. So we should be getting in the second string defense as well. So we're just getting a look at some fresh legs out on the turf. About under 9 minutes left to go here in the final quarter of action. Thank you very much for tuning in. You saw a phenomenal first half of offense from Shaker, but nothing has happened in the third quarter and the first 3 minutes of this fourth. Here the lateral, down low. Could it be a fumble? Who will get it? And it's with the Red Raiders. So a turnover on one play, resulting in Brush possession, and they turn it right back over. They love using the lateral to their advantage, but unfortunately it just doesn't work to their advantage. 8:20 and counting down left here to go in the final quarter. The Shaker offense back out. Jasir Edie once again back in at the quarterback position. He's our second string coming into his sophomore season. Here he'll give this one off. That's with number 5, Damian Cunningham. He'll run this one up. And once again, your Red Raiders will move the sticks and also enter into the red zone. They are threatening once again.
Cunningham shifting through the middle.
7:30 now left to go. Clock will just continue to roll until this one's just about over. Faking the give to Damian Cunningham. Edie's going to try and move it himself in. He'll fumble. And that one is most definitely recovered by the Arcs. My goodness. Edie has thrown an interception in his first drive. And then he fumbled his second. Both in the red zone. Quite unfortunate if you're the sophomore number 7. Just needing to get things back where he wants it. Well, Brush is being moved back to the 10. Shaker still up 36, as they have been this entire second half. Here's the throw to the intended target, number 17. It's complete. He has wide open space, and now he's looking for room to run. And now it's a foot race. Past midfield. Can he be beat? Number 11 on the run. Will he catch him? Oh, he will. Oh, my, the hustle from number 11, Kyle Waits. If you've seen that meme template of DK Metcalf tracking down that one defensive back after the interception, that's exactly what just occurred right before our eyes. My goodness, Kyle Waits throwing all his effort in on that play. He could have just let it be, let it go for 6, but that's just not how these Red Raiders play. Play until the whistle blows. On the quarterback run. We'll see. And he'll be short of the goal line. Second down. And very, very short. Second down and goal from the 1. This is looking likely like Brush is going to get their first points up on the board, which you would love to have a shutout, but it looks like Brush just isn't going to have that happen. And here, the run in. And we get the signal for the score. The Arcs get their first points. We'll see if they have a reliable PAT unit. And it looks like they will, as they'll bring out the kick holder. So clock will continue to tick down, even through these PAT attempts. 5 minutes left to go. The Red Raiders, for the moment, are up 30. It very well could be 29 in just a second. But now it looks a timeout will be taken by Brush. And so with that, the clock will stop as well. And we are going to take a short break for the moment. Thank you very much for tuning in. Shaker just had their deficit cut down to 30. However, they're most definitely going to come away with the victory in this one and move to 2-0 on the season, unless something historic happens out here at the Russell H. Rupp Stadium. Nothing's out of the ordinary in the game of football. We will be right back. Thank you for joining. And here's the PAT unit. The kicker, number 16 for Brush. That's Bryce Rucker. And the kick is up. And the kick is no good. So, keep the deficit where it lies at 30. And the clock will be stopped for the moment, but after the kickoff, we should expect to see it once again in its continuous state. Both teams getting set for kickoff. We'll take a short break. Thanks for joining. So after Brush able to finish any possibility of a shutout, making the score 36-6, they're going to kick this one away. This is the first kickoff return for Shaker since the very beginning of the game. And there, that kick will be headed out of bounds. That'll be a flag, and we'll see where they start this one off. That's for the referee to mark. Well, if you can't tell by your screen, it is completely dark now. Here, under the Rupp, as it is commonly referred to as Shaker Heights students. And something that all these Shaker students are rather happy about is that it is not windy at all. Compared to yesterday, it was terrible. with the tornado warning coming in. School was canceled today for juniors and seniors coming back for the staggered start. But luckily, we are still here for football. Because you know schools, they love their football. So after Edie, after 2 drives with him leading as quarterback, one led to an interception, one led to a fumble, it makes sense that now we have our 3rd string quarterback in now, and that's Quinn Malone, number 9. However, he's just going to hand this one off. Just getting back to the line of scrimmage, but we've got some yellow laundry thrown down onto the field. We'll see what the call is. Looks to be a holding on the offense. And so that should move Shaker back a considerable amount. And yes, it is holding on Shaker. So send him back 10 yards. Never something you want to see. Excuse me, we've had some audio issues. Shaker punting this one away with Lucas White all the way back past the 20. And the clock will now be set to roll. And the punt, a decent one. Fair catch called for, but he'll fumble it. We'll see who this one was recovered by. It looks like, thought it would be Brush, but it looks like that is not the case. Or excuse me, yes it is. It is Brush football. Excuse me. "71 seconds left to go in the final quarter of action. Shaker, these 71 seconds away from winning their home opener under the lights. Here for what has been advertised as Friday Night Lights. And now the clock will continue to roll. If they really want to, only one more play needs to be had until they win this one. We'll see how Brush decides to play this one. And he's looking to go to the aerial, go to his man off to the right side. Looked as though he would get stopped behind the line of scrimmage, but that's not the case. He'll be taken down the right-hand sideline, and that very well could be it. Brush doesn't seem too eager to get another snap off. Ten, 9, 8, 7, and they're going to take another snap. They're going to launch this one deep, and that's going nowhere, and that will take us to the end of this one. Shaker wins their home opener under the newly implemented lights here at the Russell H. Rupp Stadium. I hope you enjoyed just as much as I did. Shaker winning a dominating game against Brush, a 30-point victory, 36-6. Those 36 points from Shaker came from the first half. After that, Brush was able to put up 6, and that was that. So, as everyone files out under the dark sky, let me hit you with this outro. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Vaughn Ullum. Shaker with the victory, 36-6. We will see you next week right back here against Solon at home. We'll see. That should be the toughest competition that Shaker has faced so far. It'll also be the very first Greater Cleveland Conference contest that we have seen for the Shaker Heights 2023 fall football season. So once more, thank you very much. My name is Vaughn Ullum. We will see you next week right back here.